start here. Just get into twos here, just line it back on the loop, okay? Ball there, please. Okay, this shooting drill. Again, with the one drill, there's a whole load of stuff that you can do with this one drill. In particular, we start off again with no pressure, just kicking the ball over the bar. Now, if some of you lads, just, I'll tell you to do, when you kick your ball, just go and get it again, alright? Bring it back up. Okay, so we'll start with two. So you're going down this side, and you're going down this side. Now again, just explain the drill, what's happening. So they're solo running the ball on the outside of the cone. Again, this can be used for taking points at distance. You can make this as large as you want, or bring it in as close as you like. So just what we're doing for now is, we're running down the side of the cones here, and when I blow the whistle, they kick the ball over the bar, okay? But to start, you can just run down before you get to the bottom, kick the ball over the bar. Okay, so away you go. We probably need more balls today. Two way. Good man, that's it. Just keep going when you get the ball there, just keep going. So again, depending on what age group you're dealing with, you can bring this in a whole lot closer, alright? So if you just watch any team that you are taking, if you watch the scores maybe that they're taking with no pressure applied at all, and then with some sort of constraints on it after that, you know, it's a good way to gauge it. Like. If you shoot with your left foot, you go to the left, yeah. And again, you can do this, that you can just channel it all down the one side, you can use your stronger foot, or the weaker foot going down the other side.
So left foot on that side.
Okay, that's good. Hold it. Take the balls back. The most important thing about these drills is the demonstration. If you're demonstrating to the children the way to do it, make sure you always demonstrate the drill. Don't expect them to know it, alright? Just always demonstrate it. Okay, this time, that's the basic side of it. We'll take it up a notch. So, for example, we'll say here that they have to get 5 scores in a row. Okay, so that they're tuned in, so it's taking the intensity levels up a bit. So we'll just shoot there, we have to get 5 scores in a row. Alright, so away you go. Okay, keep going, keep going. Back to the start. Okay, so you get the idea. Okay, just hold it there. Okay, so that's the sort of intermediate sort of way of doing it. To take it up a level is if you try and incorporate it into a game scenario. We all know in a game we're not just going to down the in and get kicking points at your leisure. It doesn't happen like that. Okay, but this is just to get them comfortable with the ball. Now what we do to take it up and try and incorporate it into a game scenario, we can introduce a defender, okay, into the mix. So for example, start here, just you drop the ball. So you're coming to this side of the line. Okay, just hold it. So what's happening here is the defender's running the inside line, the forward's running the outside line. Now when I blow the whistle, the forward then can cut in. The defender can't touch the forward till he comes inside the line. Okay? When you cut inside, again, that's a very good question. You can either go for goals or knock the ball over the bar. For now, we're going to knock the ball over the bar. But again, this is incorporating your tackling into your shooting at the same time, alright? So, when I blow the first whistle, you're going to run down the line. When I blow the second whistle, you have to cut in. You can't touch him till he comes across the line, alright? Now, good forwards will do this, they'll shoot from outside the line. They'll not get caught up in the tackle, alright? Then, if you want to change it up, they'll have to score goals, they'll have to come into the tackle. Things like that. So, the first whistle, can you shoot before the whistle? This time you can, yeah. Okay? See, so that gets them to shoot, because the forward can't touch them outside the line, it gets them to take the score, you know what I'm saying? Which is good, and you're working on that end of it. We'll just do a couple more examples. Okay, one more. Okay, so just hold it. So this time, we'll get the forward to come inside, he has to go for goal, so he has to come into the defender, okay? Same thing, only he's going to have to come in this time, alright? Good, good, good. Next two. Hold it. Okay, so that's taking it up to the next level. Now, what you can do there also is you can have another group going at the same time. Okay, you can either have them with a separate ball each, or you can have the two of them playing on the same. So, for example, there's a forward with the ball here, there's a forward over there without the ball. When they come into the mix, this would be on a larger scale now. Now, when they come into the mix, they can play the ball with each other and try and maneuver and score. So there's a whole lot of stuff you can do with that as well. There's just one more element that you can do with it. If you give me two lads out here, and give me another two, one at this cone and one at this cone. One ball. Okay, this is shooting, tackling, everything rolled into one. And what we're doing here is we're going to have two men come off here with the ball. They're going to try and score a goal. It's the two defenders' job to stop them. Okay, and that's the first part of the drill. The next part then we're taking a little bit is we're going to have two lads in each cone. When I blow the second whistle, they will come in as extra defenders. So it'll be 2 against 4. Understand? Put in a forward as well along with them so that they all come into the mix. But depending on what you're working on, as I say, if you have games and you want to try and get a bit of help into your defence, this is probably the best way to do it. Just different things. But they're just other options that you have to do. Okay? So on the whistle you're going to try and score a goal. On the second whistle, coming in to help the defender. Okay? Set that up again, just give me another 4. In the middle, 2 of each goal. Okay. And the forward should be through there. So that's another element of that drill that you can do as well. There's so much you can do with that drill at the same time. You can fill out 3 cones again if you make it the arrow a bit bigger and you want to make it a circle, because 90% of scores are taken within this D area in the game. 90% of them will come from this area. Anything outside that is, you're obviously not a great score, So it's not very often that scores are taken from beyond that, believe it or not. If you just pay attention to the next game that you watch and see that. That's a lot of the scoring areas in this D area. Backwards. So you can make this here as large as you want, or as confined as you want, depending on what you're looking to get out of it. Alright. That last part is the more advanced end of it. Now you can have, if you can imagine that you had 3 in here in the middle, and you had another 3 coming at you, and then you can introduce that if the 3 that are coming at you are dispossessed, well then they're automatically the defender. So the defender then turns and tries to shoot and go. Okay, and what that does is, we all know that forwards love to shoot scores, admire the ball going over the bar. But 90% of the time when forwards lose possession, what do you see them doing? Head down, walking out and kissing the man away up the field, and all of a sudden there's an extra man playing. So if you're working on something like that, that's why you would do the reverse possession thing. So you'd have the defenders here, forwards coming. If the forwards are then dispossessed, defenders now in the same drill are then shooting. Okay, and that's a good part of that. We'll do more of that over in this tackling drill here. Any questions on that? Did somebody? Potty, no? I had the pleasure of playing on their potty in 2000 in Galway, against Galway. We were sure on the physio table, that's all I'll say. Everybody happy enough there? No questions? Okay, Simon, what do I like to say
something?
Yes, sir.
I found it very good. What? I found it very good. I probably do all this from here. But I notice everybody's playing with the head down. Now you're from Tyrone. Somebody plays with the head down, wherever they be, and they stretch it out. You know that. I watch them play. I think they put on 10. They dribble the ball with the head on. See where it's going. And she holds the ball with the head on. Rather than everybody's going with the ball. I just say that.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah. Again, that's always good, the awareness. But you'll find that the players develop as they get better. You know what I mean? You'll find that good players look as if they've all day on the ball. Like one man, for example, from my own club at home, Brian McGuigan, is probably one of the best ball players in the game. Brian McGuigan, when he had a ball, if there was 4 men around him, he swore he had all day to kick it. But that's how they make it look easy. Because they're well rehearsed, they're drilling this in every night, they're spinning, and it's no surprise,